The official description of ADHD is that it is one of the most common neurodevelopmental disorders of childhood. It is usually first diagnosed in childhood and often lasts into adulthood. Unfortunately, some myths about ADHD still haunt and persecute children and families. Like ADHD is caused by bad parenting. The child just needs more discipline. They need to try harder. The diagnosis is just an excuse for bad behavior. They are just lazy. Only boys get ADHD. You can't have ADHD and do well in school. We know that these beliefs are just simply not true, and they make it harder for those families when they desperately need support. Here are just some of the challenges faced on a daily basis, like struggling to focus, hyperactivity, impulsivity, restlessness, fidgeting, talkativeness, interrupting people, hyperfocusing, a reduced sense of danger, distractibility, repetitive behaviors, and many more. That's a pretty overwhelming set of challenges. In the brain, dopamine plays an important role in motivation, pleasure, mood, memory, attention, and other things. ADHDers may have low levels of dopamine and can struggle with motivation, focus, and energy. They tend to be interest driven because what they love triggers a dopamine release and helps with being focused and motivated. Most medications or combinations of meds are given to people with ADHD to stimulate and concentrate dopamine and norepinephrine. The goal is to reduce hyperactivity and difficulty concentrating. But not all medications work for people, and there are side effects. Now, for some deeply concerning facts. Roughly 6 million children are medicated for ADHD in the United States. Approximately 1 in 10 kids are being diagnosed. In 1975, we were beginning to see this problem arise in children, and Dr. Benjamin Feingold was the first to look at diet, nutrition, and food additives' role in hyperactivity. He was seeing good results, but when stimulant meds started to become prescribed in the 1980s and 90s, most people lost interest in nutrition. Some doctors tried to come forward to bring back this connection between nutrition and mental health. In 1991, Dr. Melvin Werbach at UCLA published a source book called Nutritional Influences on Mental Health. We also had Dr. David Thomas publish results from 214 peer-reviewed research papers from 1940 to 2002, proving that certain mental disorders were related to nutritional deficiencies. He has also been trying to warn and educate the public about the nutritional depletion in our food. Over 60 years of studies have shown a strong pattern of nutritional deficiencies causing mental health issues. However, this information is still being buried and hidden away from the general public. Now, if you want to know more about the latest connections, I encourage you to read The Better Brain by Dr. Julia Ruckledge and Dr. Bonnie Kaplan. This is an amazing book. But parents are beginning to express a growing interest in non-pharmaceutical treatments. Many parents have expressed concerns about the side effects of medications and felt that they were not necessarily the right fit as a treatment. Medications were often described by these parents as unhelpful or had a zombifying effect on children. Parents are wanting to address underlying biological differences or deficiencies that may be exacerbating their children's problems. In 2011, Hardy Nutritionals was founded after years of research and refining the original micronutrient formula. In 2014, the very first study was published in the British Journal of Psychiatry with ADHD and micronutrients showing extremely positive results. Some of the main concerns people are wanting are help with anxiety, depression, aggression, trouble with focusing, and the lack of emotional control and issues with peer conflict. In using the DEN, our daily essential nutrients, all those issues that I just described saw a remarkable improvement. A lot of positive research has been done recently on daily essential nutrients and kids with ADHD. We have reports of decreased irritability, decreased aggression, increased focus, and emotional self-control. And this is giving kids and their parents their lives back. Another fun effect of being on the extra nutrients is they saw an increase in growth height in kids. A story of one such young man who began experiencing anxiety and was easily overstimulated. He would usually wake up irritated and in a bad mood. He would struggle to go to school and cling to his parents, even throwing fits and tantrums. The parents would receive regular calls from teachers about his outburst and misbehavior in the classroom. He was always getting into trouble. This young man explained that he felt like he couldn't control his emotions. After starting on the daily essential nutrients within a few days, he started to wake up in a good mood and feeling ready for school. He was able to concentrate better, and the teachers began sending back good reports instead of bad. He could finish his work and not get overstimulated or overwhelmed. Dan Brandt is the co-author of My Friends That Are Not, Rewriting Your Negative Self-Talk Script. He figured out that his ADHD tendencies were just a symptom of an anxiety disorder. So he tried Wellbutrin, which had lots of side effects, and finally figured out that a combination of nutrition, meditation, positive self-talk, exercise, and prayer made all the difference in his life. Dan uses Hardy Nutritional's daily essential nutrients to help keep his brain and body balanced and to keep his moods and anxiety stable. You can actually learn more about Dan Brandt in his book at thinkingup.org. Families everywhere have been utilizing daily essential nutrients as a safe alternative to common ADHD medications. Backed by over 40 independent studies, including double-blind trials, this micronutrient blend is the most studied alternative treatment for ADHD in the world. Go to my website, restorethebrain.com, to read more, or you can email me at tarawood@live.ca for specific questions or just set up a free consultation. When you order daily essential nutrients from me, please expect that I will contact you to go over taking it properly, or if needed, to facilitate opening up a free case file with advanced support staff at Hardy Nutritionals. As always, it is recommended that you work closely with your healthcare professional to help ensure that you realize the best results, especially if you're on medication. Together, let's find the calm in the chaos.